300 yards rushing, and McCord had 400 yards passing. Wild.
Syracuse won the toss, deferred to getting the football in the second half. So we will get a look right from the get-go at a team that... Nice drive to begin this game. And drop for a loss is Richard.
The only positive you can really take from that.
Well, they almost got that.
There.
Yeah, and it's going to be running into the kicker. I mean to tell you, of course, many years he was both the head coach and the general manager of the Houston Texans. And this time, Umo Pariola able to drag down the quarterback.
By Chris Pill, but Reed knows he has to get that football. That right there for him is a alley-oop.
Luca Lombardo bangs it through. He is one of only 3 kickers perfect this year. And they're going to keep Villari in there from time to time. He was a high school quarterback. And a big gainer here. Will Nixon crossing midfield. He's in a starring role today in the orange backfield. Yasin Willis is out in concussion protocol.
Again, similar play. This time the receiver came across and they pulled the tight end, and again
Woody. And that one is hammered. He's had a good year for Syracuse. Really good year. Told you he's only missed twice in 13 attempts, and that still holds true. And that boot after a rock-solid drive.
As you mentioned, they have been just competing for this team.
Throw right on the money and caught. He wears number 85. He's in the slot, bottom of your screen. And instead, they're able to convert on the connection to Harris. He's inside the 20, but also PATs. And right down the middle, he's 2 for 2 today. 16 of 16 on the year, and a couple nice plays, in fact, here today. Loss of 5, so a second down and 15. And that's up to the 23.
Crew.
Really is. We've really enjoyed it. And of course, you know, we're together each and every week. And there's one down the field. The catch made by Bond. Cuts it back to the inside, back to the outside. And he's all the way inside the 25-yard line.
Mr. Bond just comes across the middle, runs a nice over route, and finds the area. That's a 2nd and 1, manageable second down.
And breaking it into the end zone untouched is Turbo Richard. So the first touchdown for either team today comes on the first offensive possession of this second half for the Boston College Eagles. This second half. Hit a 54-yard completion, get a 9-yard run, capped off by a 20-yard touchdown scamper from Richard.
Yeah, great patience right there by Turbo.
Oh, the ball is on the ground, and who got it? It looked like Velarde was going to get it initially. Billy, head engineer in charge, and our director Lonnie Dale, our producer Scott Snyder, our entire crew, we thank, out in the field, back in the truck. And there is Bond again. He had a 54-yarder a minute ago. And another big reception here to the 21-yard line. You could be in a load of trouble. James is wrapped up, got the ball away, juggled and nearly intercepted. Is that a live ball? I don't think so. We'll see where that ball was thrown. And his team, if they win tonight, they're going to play for the Atlantic Coast Conference Championship, which Virginia has never won. They've never won an outright. Now, they've shared it, but they've never won an outright ACC title. In fact, the last time they even shared one.
They try to split hairs, so to speak.
Yep. Towards a corner, what a throw and what a catch by Jeremiah Franklin, the tight end. That was a beautifully thrown ball.
You're coming to this season competition, right? You get, quarterback, sign, Shaker Reisig, and you bring in Lonigan, another competition, which he loses that battle. But but never complains. And just when his name is called, he comes in and delivers for this team.
And able to muscle his way into the end zone is Jordan McDonald, and that is a 2-score lead now for the Eagles. He's in on a high note.
Yeah, this is Jordan McDonald right here, just downhill.
He had 83 yards passing in a loss against Notre Dame. Able to avoid the sack and then caught from behind. The great Doug Flutie.
Yeah, Matt Ryan was just unbelievable. I knew the day he stepped on campus, this guy was going to be a first-round pick.
And what a career, of course, in the NFL with the Atlanta Falcons. And off to the races down the sideline is Turbo Richard, and that is a touchdown. Boston College has just exploded here in the second half. He needs to get to 180 yards. And that's the first time we've called the name Kayla Chajinski today. He's inside the 20 and still on his feet. Tackled at the 18-yard line. Well, what a big future he has. Of course, his dad is the offensive analyst for BC.
Yeah, to high school and came here to Boston College.
And another touchdown on the ground, this one by Jordan McDonald. That is his second rushing touchdown. McDonald now a couple of touchdowns, that one from 14 yards out. Will have a choice to hand it off or to run it himself. He'll take it himself. And he will get into the end zone, a touchdown. You know, that's a good thing. His final game and all that he has meant to this program. Congratulations, Dan Villari. He has had just an excellent. Gonna throw it. And incomplete with an eye on Villari. You know, media in different places. Wes with his radio show daily has that as a stop on 4th down. And you and the stuff you've done with the NFL Network and so forth, and done games as well.
Ready to get to work. You know, I can imagine both of them attacking the portal aggressively to try to really rework this team. Boston College is still going to be, you know, using high school recruits as their deal in the pipeline and the foundation of their program. But you do have to tap in. A lot of programs we spoke to